Ready. Hi, I'm Jasmine Bradbury. I'm a sculptor based in London and my cockpit studio's in Deptford. I make bronze sculptures using the lost wax casting method and I work with Steve, Coles Casting, to cast my work.
My name's Stephen Coles. I'm one part of Coles Castings down in Shaftesbury in Dorset, which is a fine art foundry I run with my partner Nicole Schmitz. And we cast a range of works in bronze, aluminium and cast iron for both the fine art and heritage and conservation sectors.
We are holding a live demonstration of bronze casting here at Henry Moore Studios today. Melting down the bronze and pouring into hot ceramic shells that we've pre-prepared. And I'm casting one of my latest sculptures, which I've originally carved in plaster and moulded and prepared for today.
We're using the lost wax technique, which is a technique that Henry Moore would have used. The only slight difference is that we're using a ceramic mould called ceramic shell. It wasn't available in Moore's day.
They would have used ludo casting, which is plaster and grog, which you use to build up over the waxes. And similar process, you put the plaster moulds into a kiln where the wax drips out. I started by creating a plaster master, which I've modelled in plaster, which I've had to cut into two in order to mould it in using a silicone mould, which you can see here. And I've then painted in a wax to create a wax copy of my sculpture, which you use to then cast into bronze. The waxes are taken out of the moulds and I remove all the seam lines and perfect all the surfaces that I want. And then I'm adding in a spruing system and feeding in wax bars, which you then cover in a ceramic shell. So these are the ceramic shells which have been pre-prepared for the bronze pour today. They are the wax replicas that we've created that have been had spruing systems attached to them, which are these running systems you can see feeding into the piece. So this is a section of my sculpture that will be cast and welded together. But the waxes have been coated in a ceramic shell in many layers. So you dip the waxes into a slurry and cover it in a silica sand. And you do that 7 to 8 times, drying in between every layer. And it creates this very strong shell, which you then put into a kiln, and the wax drips out and leaves a space for the bronze to be poured into.